Hi guys, gals, dctmakes here. Well, our air conditioners both exploded, so we've had new air conditioners, and I said to the guys, leave the air handlers. Well, they left everything, so I've got a huge pile of stuff. But this guy I've been working on, this is the blower from the air handler that would be like under your house or in your attic if you had a heat pump. And that's the motor that goes in it, and I've done some modifications here. I'll show you what I did. The guts of this have come out, and then a longer rod's been passed through two bearings, so you've got two bearing mounting surfaces in here. I guess I should tell you why. Making a leaf blower out of it, put it on a 6 horsepower industrial commercial Briggs with pulleys, and I'll show you what happens in a second. But taking that motor apart's a bear. That's that exploding magnet video that I just put out that took off for some reason. Who knows? So in this housing here is a bearing. Behind this plate is a bearing. Take the bolts out and everything, and it's mounted on isolators. And there's a bearing in there with a spring just to push against the back bearing, because there's not a lot, like take out the end float, and then a bearing at the top that fits in that cowling recess down there. So you're supported on both ends. So I thought, well, knock out this plug, take off the magnets. At some point here, to reduce the weight, I'm going to take out the coil. But on this one in here, I've continued the exploding magnet process and tried to get this off. This took 2 hours to get off, believe it or not. It's isolated on rubber behind two plates, and it's pinned right behind the bearings, and the bearings are pressed on like by Thor or somebody. So anyway, that shaft's not long enough to do this process, so I found 1/2 inch shaft, bearings a 1/2 inch, knock out all this stuff, and then I got to cut a flat like that to pick up that lock right there, the pin right there. But other than that, this is about 2 inches longer than the other shaft. Then I took all this apart, and you can lift it apart, and I wondered how they got the squirrel cage in and out if it was damaged. Well, it's just like little pins, real simple. And then I put this push this cowling down here to restrict the flow, and this will break your wrist if you do it wrong. But so that's gutted, and then with the end punched out, and then the shaft's coming through down on a drill. Now here we go. Try not to break my wrist. Slow it down. It's got a lot of has a lot of inertia after you let go, rip the drill out your hands. But theoretically, if we put a, let's do this, we put a smaller pulley, obviously put a smaller pulley on there, and just a 2 inch one maybe here. It depends on, this drill's doing 2000 RPM. The motor's going to be, let's say, 35, 36. I may tweak the governor a little bit, but doing the ratios and stuff, say a 4 inch on the motor and a 2 inch here. Got to do the math, but that thing will be hauling. So we'll come over here. There's the Briggs. It's an IC I bought in California back in, I don't know, 1996. But so you put a 4-inch on that, put it on a frame, wheels, and it becomes a pull behind leaf blower for the winter. There you go. Hey, make use of some stuff. Hey, we got another one right here from the air handler that was underneath the house. For parts, and maybe even doubling them up. Maybe even put, let's see. If I can put them, I got it bolted to the bench right now, but imagine that's pointing down, and put like make a little cowling here out of sheet metal. I got plenty of sheet metal from all of the pieces from the air handler and all the venting system and plenums, and make a shoe here, and maybe make a rod between the two that picks up both motors. They'll both be turning the same way, and then drive it from the center and have two of them on blowing. I think this one will be good enough for now though, but that's it. Make use of your old stuff you got. Don't throw it away. See you guys. Bye.